All right, I think it's recording. Yes, it's recording. Hello, welcome. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat. If you do have a block or something to elevate your hips, a pillow, bolster, anything, do so. Welcome, welcome. So I'm Christine, I'm from Charleston, grew up in Durham. So some of you I'm connecting from my home in Durham and here in Charleston, so welcome. And thanks so much for taking time out of your day for you today. So let's just bring our palms together. If you want to avoid kind of touching your face, I oftentimes would bring the thumb up to the third eye, so just kind of let it float right in front of that space. Close your eyes and just take a couple deeper breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Deep breath in. Collectively breathe out. One more, let's breathe in together. And breathe out together. And just bring your palms to heart center for a moment. And just take a moment to kind of connect to this space and land in this space. So physically feel the earth beneath you, feel your props, whatever that's lifting you up. Feel all those contact points. Feel your heartbeat. Maybe notice any cool breeze on your skin, sunlight filtering in onto your face, your body. Any other sounds in the room, hearing my voice. So we're connecting right now to what is real and happening now, kind of letting go the other stuff in our lives so that we can land right here, right now. Feel your breath move in through the nostrils and just breathing out through the nostrils if you want to, or still breathing out through the mouth, totally fine. Just take a couple more breaths here, just landing right here, right now. Namaste, my friends. Namaste. So we are going to start with an alternate nostril breathing. If you've never done it before, give it a try. If it doesn't work for you, just breathe normal, totally fine. This is a really balancing and centering breath, and I think an important one to try to incorporate into your daily routine right now, as we might feel some stress and anxiety with what's going on in the world. So just flip your right palm, and then you're going to fold down, kind of, you're going to fold down. As I'm doing this, I'm like, wait a minute, hold down those first two fingers and just let your thumb and then the last two fingers. Had a moment of disconnect there. All right, and just close the eyes if you're able to. Tuck your chin just a little bit into the chest. If you don't feel comfortable closing the eyes, just have a soft gaze downward, just kind of bringing that awareness and energy downward, so shutting out any distractions in the space. Just breathe out through the mouth normal. Then take your right thumb to your right nostril, gently press down and breathe in through the left. Pause at the top as you close down with the pinky and the last finger, your left nostril, hold. Open the right and breathe out. Inhale through the right. Close, pause. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close, pause, and right. Inhale through the right, close, pause. Exhale through the left. And just do this about 4 more times on your own. Once you've completed your fourth one, no rush to land there. Just release the hands and take a moment and just feel the breath moving in and out through both nostrils. Just notice any differences, maybe a little bit more openness, more freedom. And place your palms face down on your thighs. And just think of one thing that you can offer yourself in this time on your mat. Whether it can be an offering of peace, of strength, of ease, of love, compassion, whatever it may be, just offer that to yourself right now. And just take a breath with that space. And then flip your palms open. And this is an offering to our group, your community, your family, and the world at large right now. What can you offer? So this practice is this giving and receiving today. And then flip those palms back down, take a breath with that energy. Begin to close your lips just slightly and start to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Finding an Ujjayi breath. Take your hands to your lower belly, and as you exhale for the next 3 breaths, see if you can start to contract those lower abdominals and dragging the breath down, 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 all the way to your tailbone. Feel that contraction. Gently release and expand on the inhale. And as you exhale through the nostrils, again, pull in and down, 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 down. Release and inhale. And last one, exhale, down, 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 down. Release the hands. Blink open the eyes. And just come forward to hands and knees, moving your props. If you do have blocks or books or whatever you're using for kind of helping to balance, you bring them to the top of the mat. I always feel like that's a good spot for them. And let's just come to hands and knees. Now with that movement that I did in the belly just now, that's what we want to kind of find that contraction throughout the practice to just kind of build a really strong foundation. So bring your hands right underneath the shoulders, spread the fingertips wide. Let your knees park right underneath the hips, untuck the toes, just begin to sway a little side to side and awakening up those hip joints. And I want you to start to find your attention moving to your breath. Inhales, exhales through the nose, and then see if you can still find that contraction of the lower abdominals pulling in. We call that our bandhas, so that's Uddiyana Bandha, pulling in. You move a couple more side to side, park yourself in the center, and then lift your tailbone, lift your gaze, and move through a couple cat-cows. So inhale, and as you exhale, round through the spine, press down, tuck your chin into chest, feel the tailbone lengthen to the earth. And then inhale, reach through, exhale, round. Couple more like this, just linking your breath with your movement, no rush. To move through this space and letting your breath be your anchor to the present moment. And then with your next inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Hopefully you guys can still hear me okay? Yeah? Okay. Let me know if not. Come back to a neutral spine, and I want you to really energize your arms here. So drop into the shoulders for a moment and feel that dip down into the earth. Now, without rounding the spine, fire up the arms, so kind of lifting up out of that space. Okay? So I want you to find that contraction here. Now, make sure the hands are right underneath the shoulders, and then start to lift to the right fingertips. Lift your right arm to the sky, just opening across that front shoulder head. And then lift your fingertips just behind your head. So your elbows now kind of lifting and lengthening you away from the earth. Keep that shoulder right over that wrist. And as you exhale, bring your right elbow to left elbow. Inhale, press down, open, expand. Exhale, contract it. Inhale, lift and expand. Exhale, contract. 3 more, breath in and out. 2. If it ever gets to be too much, just bring the hand down, just move through some cat-cows. The last one, lift and open, exhale, contract. Inhale, lift to sky, big stretch. And then stretch your arm forward. Let the palm rotate inward, thumb to the sky, and draw your right shoulder blade down the back, and start to walk your left toes to the back of the mat. Now I want you to find this space. You may need to adjust the left hand a little bit, where you're lifting out of that right hip, so the tendency is to lean now to the right. Bring everything back to the center, your center. Reach your right fingertips longer forward. Stay here with the left toes tucked, or play with extending that left leg. And as you press down through that left palm and right shin bone and knee, keep lifting, lengthening away from the earth. Awesome. Gaze is down. I do see some of you guys. Awesome. Beautiful job. Keep the neck long here. Find a steady breath. Ujjayi, breathing in and out. Keep everything to your center. Drag the breath in through the nose, and then feel that breath drag all the way down, 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 down to your tailbone. Hold here, hang in there, you've got this. You're stronger than you think. 3 more, let's do it together. Last breath. Exhale, just the hand down. Take a full breath here. Drag your left knee in towards your forehead, your nose. Extend the left leg out. Do this again like this. Exhale. Inhale, extend out. Now, if you want to, switching it up a little bit, exhale the knee in. As you extend out, press to the top of the right foot and lift your right knee a bit. Exhale, lower the knee, knee to nose. Inhale, press through the right foot, lift your right knee and pause. Do this 3 more times, or keep the knee down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the knee as you crunch in. Extend out. Last one, lift the knee as you crunch in. That would make more sense. And extend out, pause. Take a big breath. Step your left toes to the back of the mat. Kick your right toes a little bit off to the side and spin your left toes to the back. Your left arms to the sky. It's called gate pose. So I can do it this way so you can see a little bit. Just feeling that side body stretch. Right hand right underneath the shoulder here. Press through the outer edge of that left foot for a moment. Breathe. Now, if you want to take it a little further, you can stay right there, or on your next inhale, lift your left toes. Left leg parallel to the earth. Notice my right hip right over the knee. Try to keep that place of balance, pressing through that right foot. Now, if you want to challenge yourself just a little bit here to kind of focus on a little balance and core here, kick your left leg out to the side without letting your right hip dip back, and let your hand kind of touch your foot. And if it doesn't touch it, you're just reaching towards it. If you're not sure, look forward, exhale. Inhale out. You can do this, exhale, do whatever works for you. You've got 1 more, inhale, extend, and then maybe grab that back foot and find a little quad stretch here. Lifting gaze to sky. You guys hear me okay? Kick leg and foot a hand away from one another, back to gate pose. Look to the mat, and you're just gonna find yourself back into kind of a little plank position here, modified. Bring both knees down and find a little cat-cow here, whatever variation works for you. Just nurturing the body with your breath and with this gentle movement. Inhale back to your neutral spine. Find that place of stability and that lift out of the shoulders. Knees right underneath hips. Find your breath. Press through the right palm. Lift your left arm to the sky. Big stretch. Good. Re-steady yourself, fingertips behind the head. Take a breath. As you exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. I said knee, elbow to elbow. Inhale, exhale. You've got it. 3 more. Stay strong, you've got this. Breath in, breath out. Twisting, just kind of wringing out that core, wringing out that any energy we don't need. Exhale. Inhale, lift, arm to sky. Good. Start to stretch your left arm forward here. Good. And then from here, tuck your right toes under, reach into the back of the mat, and steady yourself. Now draw your left shoulder blade down your back so that your shoulder's not creeping up to your ear. If you want to play with lifting the right foot, do so. Shin bone parallel to the earth, flex the right toes. Once again, lift out of that left hip. Steady your breath, feel the lower abdominals pull in, breathe. And exhale together. Inhale together, you got it. Exhale. Steady your gaze down to the mat, just beyond your hands. In that space between, exhale. You've got this, breathe. 3 more. The last one. Exhale the left hand down, pause. As you exhale, bring your right knee into chest. Let's see if I can get this right at this time. Inhale, extend the right leg out. As you exhale, lift your left knee if you want to try it, right knee into chest, lower and extend. You've got this. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, extend. Notice that left foot, if you're lifting the knee, wants to sickle. See if you can keep it pretty parallel to the side of your mat. You got this. 2 more. Inhale away. Exhale, curl in. Inhale away. Walk your left toes off your mat, and then spin your right foot down so you're facing the side. Left hand underneath the shoulder, gate pose. Press your hips to the side, stay lifted out of that left hip, and arch up and over. I'm going to switch. Really press through the outer edge of that foot to get that little more stretch through the side body. Good. Stay right here, or play with that place of balance to lift the leg. Find your steady breath. If you want to work into a little bit of extra little core, or maybe even a little strength, or into this whole encompassing balance, breath in as you extend. Exhale, kick your leg out. Try not to drop down into that left glute towards the heel. Stay lifted out of that space. Exhale. 2 more. You got this. You'll know I'll be working hard too because you can hear my breath. 2. Last one, inhale. Maybe grab that ankle, finding a nice little quad stretch. Lift your chest, lift the gaze. Beautiful. Exhale, extend. Bring your hand to the earth. Good. From here, just round through the spine, chin to chest. Hands right under the shoulders. Lift your tailbone, lift the gaze. And then finding that neutral spine, just a little bit of a lift of the tailbone. Knees lift and press back to your first downward dog. Bend one knee, then the other. Pedal out that energy. Reaching the opposite heel towards the mat. Now, if you have really tight hamstrings here, I want you to notice what happens if we have tight hamstrings. I'm over-exaggerating. See, I'm rounding forward. So I want you to create a little bit of softness in the legs, and then the spine just kind of softens. and relaxes. So there's not creating tension back there. Feel that lift through the tailbone, spreading across that space. Spread the fingertips wide. Take a couple breaths here. Really reach through those heels, even though they're not touching the mat. Just envision that connection, that reaching, that lengthening. On an inhale, lift to the tippy toes, roll forward to a high plank. Shoulders ride over those wrists. Take a breath here as if you're squeezing a beach ball, find that energy. We found it before when we were in table pose where we press down, feel that energy pressing away from the earth. And then just let your knees soften right down to the earth. So not table pose, but now we're in a modified plank here. Hug the elbows into the ribs and take your time lowering one vertebrae at a time, 1 inch at a time all the way down to the earth. From here, plant those hands in line with the upper ribs. Little low cobra. Tuck your chin, forehead to the mat, roll the shoulders up to the ears, down the back. Feel that connection, elbows hugging into the ribs. Press through the tops of the feet and lengthen yourself forward to a little low cobra. Tuck your chin just a little bit into the chest as if you're squeezing onto a lemon. Hold that space. Find your breath. Exhale, release down. Forehead down to the mat. Lift your hands to the base of the back. Interlace the fingers. Half Shalabhasana. So reach your knuckles towards your heels. Press through the tops of the feet, shin bones, knees, thighs lift, but keep the feet down. On an inhale, lengthen forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together so the front of the chest lifts a little bit more away from the earth. Gaze is down, neck is long. Breathe in, breathe out. Remember, this is not to get high to the sky. It's more to lengthen forward and back. And use the energy with your legs and pubic bone rooting down to lengthen forward. One more breath. Exhale, release down. Plant your hands in line with the upper ribs. Press back to your heels, child's pose. Take a couple breaths here. Sway a little side to side. Reconnect to your breath. Reconnect to your intention that you're offering yourself and the world. And then with your next inhale, shift forward to hands and knees. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Look to your hands and take a slow journey to the top of your mat. Let yourself land here into your feet, feet about hips distance. Once again, it's that way to kind of create some space in the backs of the hamstrings. Go ahead and fold forward. Let your head hang heavy. You can grab opposite elbows, or if you want to give yourself a nice hug, hold on to the backs of the legs. A little softness in the knees here. And then without gripping your toes, shift your weight just a little bit more into the balls of the feet. So we're not all the way back here. We're kind of creating this space of hips over ankles here. Let your head release down to the earth. Shake out any energy you don't need. Let your arms release down. Now I want you to focus more onto those heels. Curl the tailbone under and take a slow roll up to stand. When you get to the top, take your shoulders, shrug them up to the ears and back. Inhale the arms up. Big stretch, we rise together. Grab opposite elbows and just lean up and over to your left. Let your head cradle into that opposite elbow. Or breathe here. Inhale, rise up through center, reach long through both elbows, up and over to the other side, and then soften that right elbow. A little bit of a bend in those knees. Inhale, back up. Spread those hands wide, big stretch. Let's just open that chest here a little bit, interlace the fingers. Breathe. You want to tuck the chin into the chest. And then release. Inhale, arms reach up. And then exhale your hands to heart. Toe heel your feet together. You know, I really would love to start practices and end the practice with an Om. So if you would like to join me right here, collectively breathe in, we'll breathe out, and then we'll take an Om together. On an inhale, breathe in, breathe out. Inhale for Om. Inhale, reach the arms up. You're gonna bend your knees as you land your hands into heart, finding a little Utkatasana chair pose. So weight now into the heels, toes are light, heels just a little bit apart. Find a little bit of space in the lower back. So we're not gonna over tuck like in a bar class or anything like that, but I just wanna create a little bit of a tuck here so we're not tilting so much to the sky. Look down, make sure you can see your toes. If not, lean a little bit more back into those heels. Take a breath here. You're going to take those arms and reach them out. Steady your gaze, big inhale. Now come out of the way to the heels and balance for a moment. See if you can bring your ankle bones to touch. That will help with balance. Without rocking back, exhale, the heels tap the earth. If you want to, elbows can come in and you can find a little deeper squat. Inhale away. Or you modify and lift the heels, arms reach forward, parallel to the earth, and they stay there, or hands to heart. So here we go, inhale. Inhale as you extend, exhale as you crunch. Building a little heat into our thighs this morning. Exhale, we got 3 more. You can do this, breath in. See if you can contract those lower abdominals. Inhale. And out. Last one, take a full breath in. I think I gave you an extra one. As you exhale, fold forward, straighten the legs, heels down. Shake up the head, release the toes. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Let's bring our hands to our shins for this one so you can really see how I can create the space in my spine here, thinking table pose. Press into those shins to lengthen forward, more creating space on the side body. Exhale, fold forward. Step one foot back and then the other as you plant your palms. Take a big breath in. You can meet back in downward dog, or if you'd like to move through a little vinyasa, shift forward, hug the elbows in, either lower all the way, or that halfway point up dog, press through the tops of the toes, thighs lifted, squeeze your shoulder blades together, open the chest, and then press down into the earth, roll over those toes, and land in downward dog for a breath. Smooth out your breathing. On an inhale, right leg high to the sky. As you exhale, bring your right knee into chest. And then see if you can bring it up to your nose, your forehead. Little cheetah here. Lower the hips as you sweep back. Reach through the left heel. Exhale, drag everything in. Lift the left tippy toes to find space. One more inhale. Exhale, drag in, find some space, lift. And step your right foot forward between your hands. If you can't quite get that foot, use your hand, grabbing the ankle to step the foot forward. It's always a great way to do it. Use blocks if you need to here. Frame your front foot. Let your hips kind of settle down. Right knee over ankle, and then left knee kind of dips down towards the earth, finding a little lift in the chest. And then as you exhale, you're going to fold over the front leg, reach through that right hip crease, kind of keeping that lower back level. Straighten the front leg and bow. Inhale, forward. Rebend the knee. Exhale, bow. One more. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reach forward. Take a moment, pause. Keep that back knee lifted. Spin the back heel down. Right toes are going to stay front. And we're going to kind of circle over to that left foot, straightening that right leg, lifting the toes if you choose. Hands to the inside. So I'll do it here so you can kind of see. And then rebend that right knee as you come forward. And back. You can be high or low, and if it feels better to not lift those toes, do so. Last one. From here, spin off your left heel. Plant your palms, slide your right foot in, and spin to the instep of your left foot. Right knee can come down where we were before, or play with keeping that knee lifted, arm to sky, or lift the foot. From here, hand right underneath shoulder. If you want to try it, draw your elbow to knee and tap down. You can also find the leg extended like we did before. We got 2 more, you can do it. Do what you can do, last one. You're amazing. Bring that knee in, sweep your right leg back, big stretch. Breathe into it. Big step between your hands towards your right thumb. Now from here, you're gonna step off the back foot. I call this split opener. So you're gonna fold over the leg, but then lift your left knee to the sky. Gonna circle the ankle, feel the stretch. Breathe here. Exhale, 2 feet to the earth. Inhale, find your lift, you're halfway. Exhale, fold and release. Ground down into your heels. Take a rise up as fast or as slow as you need to. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart together. Come back home. Take a full breath here. Steady it out, exhale. Slow it down, find your Ujjayi breathing, slow it down, feel your heartbeat. Inhale, rise together, big breath. Exhale, fold together. Inhale, find that halfway lift, either hands to shins or to the earth. As you exhale, step one foot back, then the other, find your plank pose. So you can always take the vinyasa out and just go straight back to downward dog, or even take a break in child's pose or half dog. Otherwise, flow through. Inhale, reach through, up dog or cobra. Open the chest. Press down through the earth. Lift your hips, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to sky. Exhale, draw your left knee into chest. Finding a little cheetah action. So we lift to the right tippy toes, knee into forehead if you choose. Inhale, sweep back, reach through that right heel. Feel that stretch. Exhale, drag everything in. Inhale, sweep back. Last one, drag everything in, create that lift, that step. Left foot forward, left thumb. Walk the left toes a little bit more to the left, right toes to the right. Slide your right leg back so your hips can lower, and then let that right knee soften to the earth. You can always find this, I didn't say this before, with the knee down if that feels better. So shifting back, knee down or lifted, left hip crease lengthening so that your lower back stays level. Inhale, forward, lift your gaze. Exhale, fold, forward, bow. Inhale, and out. Last one. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward, left toe stay front. Spin your back heel down and kind of walk your hands over to your right foot and bend the right knee. Left toes may lift, straighten that leg, and back, bending through the left knee. Back to the right, and to the front. Last one, bend through the right. This time circle around, so you're down in a low lunge with your right foot. Plant your palms, drag your right knee into the chest, and spin to the instep of the left foot. So here we are again. I'm gonna find my way here. So you can find this gate pose, we've been here before. Or lift the knee, finding a little bit extra power, a little bit extra heat. You wanna lift the foot. You can kind of tap the foot to hand, or you can straighten the leg. Exhale, you choose your flavor. Inhale, exhale. One more, exhale. Inhale, come back to a plank here, knee into chest. Sweep your right leg high to the sky. Feel that stretch. Big step forward. Did we already do this leg? Maybe we did. Step your right foot top of the mat. This time, if you did the left leg to the sky last time, left foot down, right knee to the sky. I think because I'm switching sides, I'm switching everything around. So, opposite knee to the sky, just stretch. And fold. And breathe. Exhale, right foot next to left. Take a breath here. Exhale, fold. Root to rise. Take it up to stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Toe heel your feet together. Finding a little Utkatasana chair pose again. This time, hands to heart. So once again, find that connection, lengthening your tailbone. Weight into the heels. Toes are light. I want you to think about anchoring those knees together so that they stay connected. They're not going to twist with you. Our twist here is going to be from our mid to upper spine. So weight into those heels. Twist your torso to the right without letting your left knee look in front. So look down, make sure those knees stay connected. If you want to tap elbow to knee. Inhale to center. Look to the knees. Don't let them move. Twist to the left or elbow to knee or thigh. Excuse me. Inhale. Exhale, twist torso or tap. Inhale. You're doing awesome. Exhale. We're doing awesome, right? So I'm doing this with you. We're connected. Exhale. Breathe in and out. Bringing out that energy. Exhale. You can do this. Inhale. Shoulders away from ears. Soften that breath. Exhale. 2 more each side. We can do it. Clean breath. Exhale. Inhale. 1 more. Hang in there. I know my quads are burning. Exhale. You can do it. Exhale. Inhale. Take a breath. Sink a little bit deeper. Spread your arms forward. Drop a little bit deeper. You can do it. Exhale. Fold and breathe. Pedal those feet, those knees, excuse me. Sway a little side to side with the hips. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale. Fold. Step 1 foot back, then the other. Find plank pose. Either take out the vinyasa, child's pose, whatever you choose, or flow through. Inhale, reach through. Breathe. Exhale, land it, downward dog together. Inhale, right leg to sky, big stretch. Exhale, right knee into chest, nose, lift, lift. Big step forward, right foot, right thumb. Now look to your feet, widen that stance a little bit. So you've got your right foot a little bit more to the right, left toes to the left. Let your right hip crease draw back, left hip bone to the front. You can always, with this next sequence, lower the knee. I want you to honor your body, what you need to do. Otherwise, we start to rise up, one hand to thigh, then the other. Hands to hips first to help you kind of get that positioning forward. So I want you to fire up those inner thighs. Right hip crease draws back, left hip bone to the front. Hug everything into the midline. Find your center. Hands to hips first. Reach through that back heel. Hands to heart. Take a breath here. Elbows lift just a little bit. Twist to your right. Inhale, center. This next time you twist, really reach through that left heel and then maybe find that tap, elbow to thigh. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Don't let the twist happen in the hips. Twist is in that mid to upper spine. You got 3 more. Inhale, hang in there. Exhale. Last one. Beautiful. Exhale, twist, pause. Take your left hand down to the earth underneath the left shoulder. You're going to shift your body weight forward. And then from here, left hand's going to stay right underneath the shoulder. You can grab a block if you want to, or keep it down to the earth. Bring your right hand to your lower back. Stay right here, kind of twisting your right shoulder open. Or you can play with balance, lifting the left leg. So it's a twisted move. I'm going to spiral my left thigh inward. From here, lift my right shoulder. Left hand right underneath the shoulder, cupping the earth or to a block. Keep lifting that left heel to the sky and then maybe add that right arm. It's challenging. Keep your gaze downward. Keep that lifting away from the earth, but at the same time, can you feel that anchoring down, that grounding energy, that support? 2 more breaths. You can do it. As you exhale, right hand comes down, framing your shoulders to the earth. If you've got blocks, go ahead and use the blocks underneath you to lift a little bit. We're going to find a little warrior 3, a little bend in that right knee. Hands to heart or arms beside the body. Or hands to blocks. Keep the left toes flexed to the earth. Hang in there, my glute is firing up too. 2 more breaths, you can do it. You're stronger than you think, breathe. Don't give up here. Exhale, hands to the earth. Now, from here, like the split opener, lift your left hip on top of the right, straighten the left leg. Both hands to the earth, or right hand stays down, left hand lifts your left hip bone, half moon. Now, it's important to keep the right toes facing front, anchoring. And then from that space, spiral the hip open. Spiral left thigh to the sky. Engage your right glute, hamstring, everything to lift a little higher, and then use your left glute and energy to lift a little higher. Almost there, 1 more breath. Hang in there. Exhale, close everything down. Ooh, big step back. I'm gonna use blocks here to create a little extra space for myself. Shift your hips back. Straighten that right leg. Gonna rock just a little bit. Now our back heel is gonna stay lifted here. Right hand to your lower back. I want you to make sure that it's not dipping off to the side. We gotta keep that level hip. Stay right here with hands to blocks, or bring them down to the earth a little bit. Fold over the leg. So it's like a pyramid, but our back heel is lifted. Keep reaching through that right hip crease. Keep reaching through that left heel. Pause here. Inhale, rebend your right knee. Frame your front foot. Ooh. Kick your right leg high to the sky. It should feel good. Breathe some energy in there. Shake out the foot. Inhale, come forward. Shoulders over wrists. Spin to the outer edge of the left foot. Right toes come behind the left knee. So this is a wild thing. You can stay right here. You can also modify knee down. Or rotate the hips open to the sky. Spin to the instep of the left foot. Press to the ball of the right foot. Right arm to the sky, and then maybe up and over. Some of you may even be able to touch that hand to the earth. Whew. Open the shoulder, open the chest, the hips. 1 more breath. Circle back. Woo. Right foot steps to right thumb. Spin your toes to the side, wide parallel, and find a little Skandasana side to side. And I'm going to flip over. Stretch it out. And then from here, come back to your low lunge facing the front. Step back to plank. You can always take a break here, child's pose, half dog. If you want to flow through, knees down, knees lifted, you choose. Cobra, up dog. Ask yourself, what do you need right here, right now? Honor your body. Appreciate the pause, the space. Back to your heels, child's pose briefly. And then make your way back, downward facing dog. Collectively breathe in together. Collectively breathe out together. 2 more. Inhale, left leg to sky, big stretch. Exhale, drag the left knee in. Big step forward, top of the mat, low lunge. Once again, using blocks. Make it accessible to you, bring the earth to you. I want you to find a little internal rotation of that right thigh without letting that hip dip down. Left hip crease drawing back. Widen your stance for stability. Remember, knee can stay down. One hand at thigh, then the other. Scissor everything into the midline. Lengthen your tailbone down to the earth. So it's just a little bit of a tilt of that pelvis. Then reach and anchor through that back heel. Hands to heart. Stay right here. Knee can always come down, remember. Left knee over ankle. Exhale, twist your torso to the left as you reach through that back heel. Inhale, center. This is just for practice first. Exhale, twist, reach through the heel. Then maybe tap your elbow down to your knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach forward through the crown of the head, back through the heel as you tap. Inhale is your breath. Exhale is your twist. 2 more. Inhale, you can do this. We can do this. Exhale. Last one. And exhale. Hold your twist. Take a breath. Bring your right fingertips down. Once again, using a block if you choose. Let's slide over a little bit so I don't hit the table. Start to step off the back foot. Walk your right hand right underneath the shoulder, cupping the earth or a block, Start to lift your left shoulder to the sky as you lift your right leg. Spin the right thigh inward. Stay right here or lift your left arm to the sky. And really press through that left heel to create a little bit more space. Lift, 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 opening across the left shoulder. Relax the left toes. Keep that right heel lifting and internally rotating the right thigh. Exhale the left hand down, a little soft bend in the knee. Woo. You got it. This is where I'm going to start shaking. I'm feeling, finding a little warrior 3. Little bend in that left knee. You can use those blocks so the lower back stays level, or find that place to balance. Arms beside the body, or hands to heart. Breathe in, breathe out. Belly pulls in. Chest stays open. Couple more breaths. You can do it. Embrace the shake. Last one. Hands down. Half moon, or find that split opener. So once again, both hands can stay down as you lift that right knee and hip opens. Or left hand down, right underneath the shoulder. So you got to walk a little bit to the left. Left toes stay front. Spiral the right thigh open. Maybe add that arm to sky. Keep the right foot flexed. Breathe in, breathe out. You got this. Breathe in, breathe out. Stay with it. Last breath. Ooh, my arches. Screaming at me, float down, find your low lunge. Bring that front foot as you shift your hips back, straighten through that front leg. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. Take your left hand to your left hip crease. Really lengthen that space back so that left side body stays open. Fold over the leg if you choose. Blocks or no blocks. Reach through that right heel. Remember, it's lifted away from the mat. Pause here. Re-bend through the left knee. Ooh. Sweep your left leg back. Shake out that energy. Shift forward, shoulders over wrists. Wild thing to the outer edge of that right foot. Left toes tap. You can support with the hand. You can lower the knee like we did in the beginning. Spin open the hips, up and over. Stretch across the whole front side of the body. Breathe in, breathe out. Anchor through the feet, 2 to support you here. 1 more breath here. Then from here, make your way back. Plank pose. Step your left foot. Let's just do a little skandasana, even out. Notice my weight is into the heels here. My heels don't lift here, and we're not bringing the knees past the ankles. Come back forward to a low lunge. Step back, find a plank. Shift forward, hover down, down, down to your belly. Slide yourself back, forehead to the mat. Bring your arms beside the body, palms face down. Stretch one leg back, then the other. Press through the tops of the hands. Press down into the earth by the palms and start to lift your head just a little bit off the earth. Press through the pubic bone. Tops of the feet can lift. Think about spiraling the shin bones in, so heels to the sky. If you want to bring those ankles together, do so. If you want to, Shalabhasana arms can lift beside the body. They can interlace the fingers. You've got options here. Breathe. If the lower back bothers you here, widen the feet. Think about lengthening forward, lengthening back versus to sky. One more breath. Exhale, release. One cheek to the mat. Wiggle the hips. Press back, forehead to the mat, press back to your heels. Let's just take a little child's pose for a moment. Shift forward, hands and knees. And let's open up into a little wide straddle. If you have a block or two, grab them. If you have pillows or books or something, have them accessible in just a minute. So I'm going to bring my blocks kind of into a wide stance in front of me here in a wide straddle. All right. Kind of take your one hand to your thigh here and tuck, kind of just moving that flesh away so your bones really anchor down. You can bend those knees here a little bit here as you start to fold forward. If you find that you're rounding through the spine, I want you to find a space where you can create space in the spine. So the goal is not to touch the floor here. The goal is to hinge forward from the hips wherever you are. Keep the feet flexed, knees rotating to the sky. Find a little of an external rotation you'll find. Breathe in, breathe out. Appreciate the pause. And then inhale, come back up. Hang in there, guys. All right. We're gonna give this a try here. So start with knees bent, kind of in this wide straddle. Bring your hands behind you. And I want you to find space that we're not dumping into the lower back. Take a breath from the lower abdominals. Lift your right leg up and over to that middle space. And then back over. So I'm trying to lift over that block. Envision a block or put something, a pillow or something. And then do the other side. And then up and over. Okay, stay right there or begin to straighten those legs a little bit and up and over. One leg. Another. Stay right there, or you know where this is going, arms reach, up and over. We're doing this from the belly, so not as much movement in the upper body. Stay right here, kind of alternating those legs, or give it a try. You can take those hands here forward, lean back a little bit. You might know where this is going. It's a wide straddle boat. Those legs come together, they tap. Inhale, lift. We're gonna lower to that halfway point, and then lift again, and open to your wide straddle. Back here we are. Once again, you can do right here. Do what's best for you. So inhale, squeeze out everything, lift. We're gonna lower to that halfway. Inhale, lift, spread, and land. Smile if you want, breath in. We need music at this point, don't we? Exhale. Inhale, lower, hover, shoulders. Lift, full boat. Hike, arm or legs out. And extend. Let's do 3 more. We can do it. Inhale. And lower. Breath in. Exhale as you lift. Hold, suspend, open. Woo. Touch your feet. Last 2 here. Lean back. Belly pulls in, lift, lift, lift. You can do it. Hover. Feet and upper body. Lift. Last one. Okay, this is the last one, I promise. Lean back. Hold. Bring everything to the middle. Extend out. Lift. Hold for 3. For 2. For 1. Widen. Woo. And up and over. Take a moment here. This is the point in the class where sometimes students might throw blocks at me. You can visually think about virtually throwing some blocks. Just kidding. All right, coming back up, just grab those hands behind the thighs, finding Baddha Konasana here. Soles of those feet together. We're almost done, guys. Almost done. Shift a little side to side. You're doing awesome. Thanks so much for joining me today. Spinning the thighs out and down, hinging forward from the hips, elbows wide. If your elbows can touch those thighs to kind of press down, you can do that. You can also just kind of gently be right here. Goal is not to fold forward if you feel like your spine is rounding. Tuck your chin slightly into the chest, neck stays long. Take a couple breaths here. Inhale back up, gather your knees together. I'm just gonna face this way. You're gonna start to lower to your backside here for a moment. Bring the feet in, knees hip distance. Take your left foot to your right thigh and just gently press your knee forward. Take your right hand to your right hip, anchor that hip down. It wants to twist with you. Stay right here in this figure four prep, or lift your right foot, draw the right knee in, holding on to your right hamstring. So you're energetically pressing away here. Knee draws in as you press your left knee forward. Breathe in, breathe out, soften your shoulders. If grabbing your leg is tensing your shoulders, back off. Find that initial space. And then bringing that right foot down, left foot down, switch sides. Anchor the hips. Stay right here, pressing right knee forward, or draw the left knee in. Let the left heel dangle down as you draw the right knee forward, as you draw the left knee in. Soften the breath. Your next exhale, releasing down. Taking your knees wide to the edges of the mat, gently drop the knees to the right. You can bring the knees a little bit more up towards your right shoulder if that feels better. Bring your right hand to the outside of that left knee, and thigh. Anchor down through that left shoulder, so only twist as far as that shoulder anchors down. And if you want to stretch the arm out to the side, shoulder stretch that's nice is actually taking that arm up at a diagonal. You can look over the left shoulder, keep the gaze upward. You've got some options here. You can straighten that top leg and work into a little IT band stretch if that feels good. Inhale is your length, exhale is your twist. Bring your gaze back center, come up, up. And let your knees drop to the other side, feet wide or knees coming more stacked, ankles stacked. Lengthen across that right shoulder, maybe up at a diagonal might feel nice. Left hand to the outer side of that right thigh. Breath in as you lengthen. Exhale, soften the right shoulder down. Breath in. Breath out. Couple more breaths. And then come back through center. Back is flattened or connecting back to the earth. Hug the knees in, sway a little side to side, massaging out the lower back. You can stay right here, or if happy baby is in your practice, do so. But with your happy baby, I want you to make sure that lower back stays connected. Ankles over knees. Hold on to your hamstrings first and just drive the knees down to the mat. If you can keep the shoulders pretty well connected and not tense, reach up and grab your shin bones from the inside out. Drag down, and then if you can still keep everything kind of rooting down, grab the outer edge of the feet. Feel the pelvis kind of root down, the ribs soften. Each exhale, breath in, lengthen. Exhale, keep moving. Keep softening. Good. Now, releasing those legs. If you have a block, you're going to bring your feet down and lift your lower back on top of your block. If you don't have a block, we're going to do legs up the wall here. Find a wall that's close by. And you're going to shimmy your hip up against the wall, kind of so like this, that this is the wall. And then I'm going to come down onto my hip And then bring my legs up to the wall like this. For those that have a block or a pillow or something like that, lift your hips. Place your block right underneath the lower back here, your sacrum. Make sure it's not in the arch of the back. Tuck your shoulders under. Lift one knee into the chest and the other, and then begin to lengthen your legs up to the sky. Close the eyes. I'm going to try to maybe put on a little music that's meditative for Shavasana here. And just follow your breath in and out of the body. If legs up the wall wasn't your cup of tea, you could find bridge pose. You could find anything else for yourself right in this moment. See if you can hold legs up the wall for just a little bit longer. Just feeling any sensation you feel right now, maybe noticing a little tickling in the feet as the heart gets a rest, blood is moving in the opposite direction. If you've got legs up the wall, Viparita, you can stay here for a little longer, or let your knees bend, feet come to the earth. If you're against the wall, just come to one side. For those that have the block underneath them, lift your hips, remove the block, let the back just reacclimate to the earth. And then we're gonna find our final posture. So if there is anything else that you need in this moment, please take it. But try not to do something that is super energizing. So probably not a wheel right now or a handstand, but just something that is nurturing to your body, that's speaking to you. Start to find this final space of stillness for yourself. You have nowhere else to be but right here, right now. I appreciate each of you that has taken time out of your day to do something good for yourself. Let yourself land here as you let yourself land in the beginning. Let your breath just come and go on its own. Feel the body get 5% more relaxed with each exhale that you take. If you haven't done so already, just closing the eyes. You can straighten the legs out if you haven't done so, bringing them to the edges of the mat. Feet just kind of naturally opening out. Hips tucking under, shoulders tucking under. Let your palms open to the sky. You can also bring one hand to belly, one to heart if that feels calling to you. Eyes closed or soft gaze upward. Feel the support from underneath you of the earth, your mat, this community that we're in, your own community, the world, and most importantly, the support of yourself. Begin to connect back to your breath. Taking a little deeper sip in, filling up your whole being. Positivity of this life force. Letting that run through the body, kind of trickling through the toes, the fingers. Start to send some energy there, wiggling the toes, the fingers. Stretching across the tops of the feet. Take your arms overhead. Puff up the belly, puff up this chest like a big morning stretch. And then release the arms down beside you. Hug the knees into the chest, giving yourself a big hug in gratitude for this time that you've carved out for you. And then make your way over to your right side and just take a moment to pause and collect. I want you to think about 3 things in your life, whether it's something that's happened already today, that's happened yesterday, this week, something about yourself, something about your environment, the world around you. 3 things that you are grateful for. When you identify one, just take a breath with that. Feel it in your body and identify your next third or second thing, and then your third. And then head heavy, eyes gently closed. Begin to lift yourself back up to a comfortable seat as we finish this practice together. Lift one hand to your heart center, then the other. Take a big collective breath in together. Big collective breath out together. Close this practice with one powerful Om if you'd like to join me. Inhale for just a breath first. Exhale it out. Inhale for Om together, breath in. Lift your hands up to hovering right at your forehead, your brow. We close this practice together, honoring the sweet light within us, bowing together, giving thanks to ourselves, one another in this beautiful practice, and together saying, Namaste. Thanks, friends. Amazing practice. Awesome energy, even though I felt it virtually. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to be leading a class like this Saturday at 10 this week. May end up doing one tomorrow or Friday. And then going forward, I may actually be doing about 3 to 5 classes a week. So if you have preference on times, days, let me know. I'm not a 6 a.m. kind of gal, so sorry if that's your hour. I've been there, done that. But anyway, thank you for joining me. I just do the payment through Venmo and PayPal because I have to pay for this platform. And also, thank you, Meredith. So any contribution that you're able to give during this time, because I'm out of work too, and I know that other teachers are also trying to make ends meet with that. So thank you for your time. It was amazing to connect with you here. Let me know if you have any other questions. I'm gonna just open the chat box real quick, see if there's anyone. Hey, Robin. All right, so if anyone, you can reach out to me separately. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. Hopefully I did this right. But we'll talk to you soon. Namaste, thanks, bye.